No, Olivia didn't die. It's the title of her new song. Olivia Rodrigo is releasing an album in June called You Seem Pretty Sad for a Girl So in Love. And this seems to be a very different vibe for Olivia. In the past, with her albums Sour from 2021 and Guts from 2023, she always had this sort of pop, punk, post-punk vibe with her music. It was still pop in its core, but there was a little bit of grit there, a lot of vocal distortion, a lot of bass, a lot of guitar. It was all very punkish. And there were also some very, very sad breakup songs or reflection songs of old relationships throughout these albums. And they were all very mature for someone her age and just very down to earth. And this album seems like, first of all, it's going in a different direction because of the title. The title is so long, and her other two albums literally one word each. Also, those albums both have a purple aesthetic to the point where you can't even really tell one album cover is a different era than the other because she looks the same. It's only 2 years apart. This album has a very different vibe in its aesthetic and its titling, and it seems like these are going to be a lot of love songs, maybe some sad songs poured throughout. Her other albums are mostly sad breakup songs with maybe like 3 or 4 punk pop bangers in there, but this album seems to be different, and Drop Dead is not only the first single but the first song on the album. So let's get into Drop Dead. Drop Dead has the soundscape of an 80s synth pop vibe. They're classifying it as pop rock. I don't see that whatsoever. I think that we are really going back into that 80s vibe with heavy synth in the 2020s, and I'm not sure how I feel about it because I love 80s music. 80s pop is some of my favorite music ever, but at the same time, I think we should be moving forward in a different direction rather than going back to what everybody loves, and it just seems a little bit creatively bankrupt. But lucky for Olivia, she does have an amazing producer, Dan Nigro, who has been with her since Sour. They got that shit on lock. Their creative chemistry is crazy. Drop Dead is about a first date with Olivia's current boyfriend, I think. A lot of the lyrics within the verses are, I want this date to last longer. Like, slow down on drinking your beer, slow down on walking me home. Like, let's go ahead and make this last as long as possible because I've really liked spending time with you on this first date. And I think, while a little basic in concept, a lot of Olivia Rodrigo songs are very basic in concept, but they always find a way in the instrumentation and in the writing to be more mature, different, and stand out. And this song is in that sort of category as well. For instance, the chorus has a lyric, oh, one night I was bored in bed and stalked you on the internet. It's feminine intuition. Because I always had a vision of us standing like this. And it's like, when you read it on paper, you can think it's a little bit cringe because you're talking about like stalking this guy on the internet before you go on a date with him. Like, it's a little weird. It's a little bit like Gen Z, once again. But this is how people find love these days. I found my fiance through Tinder. Like, that's crazy. So many people I know have found relationships through dating apps, Instagram, all these kinds of things. Like, no one goes out to the bar anymore. You go out to the bar with someone you know. You don't go out to the bar to meet up with people. So I just love how sincere Olivia is with her lyrics. It is so nice to hear someone my age, because she's like 1 month younger than me, talk about love in the same way that I have experienced falling in love. It is just so nice to hear. Like, is this what people like is it like I also really love where the title comes from in the chorus at the end of it, where it says, the most alive I've ever been, but kiss me and I might drop dead. Like, that is just so cute. It is so nice to see someone who made an album that absolutely crushed me and helped me get through a breakup finally be in love just like I am. And like, it is so sweet. The way the song sounds though, like I said, the 80s synth vibe, whatever, it's cool. The music video kind of has that aesthetic as well. Some of the vocal layering is a bit much for me. The first few times I'd listened to this song, I thought that it was just me listening to music in my car with like shitty broken car speakers that made me not really be able to understand her because of the vocal layering. But I've listened to the song maybe 9 times now, and I gotta say, man, certain vocal layering here, it sounds fine. It's not terrible or anything, but I would prefer if it was just her raw voice. I get the vibe the song is going for. It's going for a very like open, in love sort of sound within its musicality as well. Her voice sounds great here, like it always does. The second verse has a sort of speedy, not rap, but like faster singing vibe to it, and I absolutely love it. It's my favorite part of the song.
And I feel like I might throw up. Left hook, right punch to the gut. You're just a pretty boy, I'm paranoid, I made you up. Yeah, I'd love it if you walked me home. If you promise we can go real slow, cause I got chewing gum and a bunch of stuff.
Overall, Drop Dead is a great showing for what this album could be with more love songs from Olivia. And while you would think that would put her in a box of like Taylor Swift and these other mega pop stars that really have no sauce anymore, she still has a unique and creative aesthetic, mindset, and sound that just comes through in her music, and it makes it far more interesting than so many pop stars out right now. I didn't exactly love this song on my first few listens. I gave it a 5, but I think at this point I would give it a 6.5. It's not my favorite thing ever. It's definitely like in my bottom 10 Olivia Rodrigo songs, but she doesn't really have a bad song in my opinion. I think my least favorite songs from her would be like Lacey from Guts and maybe You Can't Catch Me Now from the Hunger Games movie. But besides that, like all her songs I absolutely love, and this is one that I'm not gonna listen to on its own very often, but I did pre-order the vinyl because I own the other two, so it'll be nice in context of the album, I think, and maybe it'll bump up to a 7 or 7.5 by the time the album does drop. But that's my review on Drop Dead. Thank you guys.